It's wasps out here. I'm mad. Hope don't let them bite me. Anyway, I felt led to do my video outside. Been laying around all day, meditating, talking to my Kati. It's been great. It's been great. Trying to. What you doing? Hi, it's wasp out here.
Are you busy?
Yeah, what you need? You can sit out here if you want to. I don't know what you're gonna sit on. You can sit this. You want that? Sit that down there.
Oh.
You. But and I've been meditating. I've been chilling. I just wanted to share some things. This is the soap that I got. I don't know how it's focusing. It is from the ancient method. And it's activated charcoal soap. And it's good. Also, I have the Ram tea. It helps you go to sleep. And of course, the Great Colon Cleanse, which is really going well for me. It's really going well. I've never been so happy to poopy. I want to get a Bible scripture in, and I want to pray, and then I'm gonna go back and rest. But this journey has it's just starting, and to be without meat, I never thought that I would ever be the one to go without eating meat. And but it's a sacrifice. Not only have I stopped eating meat, but some months back, a lot of months back, I once smoked Newports. Well, I went from smoking Newports to doing the vape. But I had the lowest amount of nicotine in it. And so I'm like, well, since this was yesterday and before the Sabbath started, and I was like, well, since the new moon and the Sabbath is going to be on the same time, maybe, and while I'm not eating meat and praying and consecrating unto Yahuwah. Oh, maybe I should take that time. Yeah. Should I send them come over there to you? Maybe I should take the time out to give that to y'all too. So I went from the lowest amount of nicotine to no nicotine in my vape. So my body's screaming, like, what is you doing? What are you doing? We hungry? We need a cigarette? And I'm saying, no, we is going to Yahuwah. We're going straight to Yahuwah. With all your aches and your pains. We're going to lay it down. This is sacrifice. You're going to die. You're going to die. You're going to die. That brought me to Isaiah 53. And we're going to read Isaiah 53. and we're going to incorporate it, that if Yeshua HaMashiach laid down his life for us, wouldn't it be fair that we stop doing some things that are not good for our life, the things that he died for? All and the things that could cause the illnesses that and addiction is an illness. Wouldn't it be great if we just began to take sacrifice from those things? So here we go. Isaiah 53. Who has believed our report? To whom has the arm of Yahuwah been revealed? For he shall grow up before him as a tender plant, and as a root out of a dry ground. He has no form of comeliness, and when we see him, there is no beauty that we should desire him. He is despised and rejected by men, a man of sorrow and adequate in grief, acquainted in grief, and we hid, as it were, our face from him. He was despised, and we did not esteem him. Surely he was born, he has borne our griefs and carried our sorrows. Yet we esteemed him stricken, smitten by Elohim, and afflicted. And he was wounded for our transgressions. He was bruised for our iniquities. The chastisement for our peace was upon him, and by his stripes we are healed. All we like sheep have gone astray. We have turned every one to his own way, and Yahuwah has laid on him the iniquity of us all. Because we go and we doing what we want to do, it causes a lot of stuff. Yeshua had to bore all of those iniquities, every last one of those things that we just decided, even the ones that ain't even been born yet, all of us, even the ones that have not even been born yet, have iniquities that they're gonna go their own ways there, and they're gonna go astray. But Yeshua, over 2,000 years ago, did this for them, for all of us. He was oppressed and he was afflicted, yet he opened not his mouth. He was led as a lamb to the slaughter, and as a sheep before the shearer is silent. So he opened not his mouth. He was taken from prison and from judgment, and who will declare his generation? For he was cut off from the land and of the living. For the transgression of my people he was stricken, and they made his grave with the wicked. But with the rich at his death, because he had done no violence, nor was any deceit in his mouth. Yet it pleased Yahuwah to bruise him. He has put him to grief. When you make his soul an offering for sin, he shall see his seed. He shall prolong his days, and the pleasure of Yahuwah shall prosper in his hand. He shall see the labor of his soul and be satisfied. But his knowledge my righteous servant shall justify many, for he shall bear their iniquities. Therefore I will divide him in proportion with the great, and he shall divide the spoil with the strong, because he poured out his soul unto death, and he was numbered with the transgressors. And he bore the sins of many, and made intercession for the transgressors. Thank you, Yeshua HaMashiach. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you so much. Thank you so much that you sing. Thank you, Yahuwah. I want to say thank you, Yahuwah. Thank you, Elohim, for seeing this thing. And you come down from your heavenly throne and you put on fleshly clothes. You put on this flesh. But you sinned not. And you became the sacrifice. You became a sacrifice for me, for your people. I want to thank you. I want to thank you that you did those things for me, that you did those things for us. How much more? How much longer? Show us your way. Yeshua, I'm taking out this time to purge myself, to cleanse myself. My life does not compare to you. My life cannot even compare to all the wonderful things that you have done. And that great wonderful thing of making yourself a sacrifice. But those things that come up against the knowledge of Yahuwah, come up against him, I sacrifice. I sacrifice all this pain, all this agony, all this wanting something that's not good for me. I sacrifice. I ask you to pull it out. But let it sacrifice. Let it marinate there. Because Yahuwah, I thank you. I thank you that I have something they put on the table to sacrifice and to kill off. To slay. Every time I want some nicotine, I get happy. Because ain't none. I'm killing it. Every time I want something sweet, I want something like a hamburger. I'm talking about the real deal, not no vegan burger. I'm talking about the real deal. I get happy. There's food in there. I don't touch it. I fix it for my family because that's what they're not doing. What I'm doing, and I can't make them do what I do. And I got a husband to look after because he looks after me. And if my husband wants a hamburger, guess what? I'm gonna fix him a hamburger. He working. I'm at home. But I want to give y'all all the praise, all the glory. I'm going to give Yeshua all the praise and all the glory for being who he is. Elohim, who he is. Who he is. And by his stripes we are healed. We are healed. That's all I have for today. I believe that Israel needs to begin to cry out. Not because I'm ready to go from here, but because it's time to cry out. It's time. And I'm crying out. I am crying. Shalom. Hallelujah. Shalom. And amen.